Hello my beautiful caterpillars, and today we are doing the Revlon Colourstay normal to dry skin 24-hour foundation. I accidentally realized when I bought this I didn't realize it was normal to dry skin, and I have combination skin, so my skin's a little bit oily and a little bit dry. So we're just gonna see how well this works. I also know this color is slightly, just like a tad bit, I think, too light for me, and also my mirror is kind of like down here, so I'm gonna try my best to look at you guys, but we're just gonna work with this and gonna give you a foundation review of this stuff. I don't know. So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta put on my primer, which is the Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. Looks like this. Just gonna put that on. I hope you guys can still see me. I don't have like a viewfinder or anything that's like on the back, so normally I just put a mirror behind it so I can like kind of see if I'm in shot or not. So after I put my primer, I am going to use, if I can get this lid back on, I'm going to use a Dampen Real Technique sponge. I'll probably end up calling this a beauty blender at some point in the video, so you all just know what I'm talking about. That's how that's gonna work. Now my hands are overly greasy. Not strange reason, I know why they're greasy. It's because I just put the primer on them. So yeah, dab a little bit onto my hand here. Oh, that should be enough. And then I should just take it and put it on my face any which way that I can. So, fix this. This definitely is, yeah, it's a little light for me. I did not think it was possible that there could be a foundation that was lighter than my skin tone, so I was just like, we'll just go with the lightest one and that'll probably work. So yeah, sorry I'm looking down, my mirrors, like I said, right down here, so yeah. And I don't really know what to talk about while putting makeup on. I don't know if you can even really see me right now. It's going on really nicely. Really smooth. I mean, yeah. It is a little light for me right now. But oh well. We could just make it a little darker. We'll make it work. Just bronze the face really well. It's not too bad of a color for me, like shade wise. I don't think it's too light actually. Looking at it, I don't think I look too pale. Although when I was filming this I looked really pale. It's not like full coverage as you can see because like it says nothing to like cover up my spots. See, so they're like very much so visible right here. I don't know if you can see that, but so definitely not a full coverage foundation, that's for sure. Go light to medium, but it feels buildable. Like I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face right now, so that's nice. I don't like it when you can like feel the foundation and it like just feels really cakey on your skin. That's annoying too. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on to bring it down to my neck, because you always want to do that. You always want to blend down into your neck so everything just matches. It's actually a better color than I thought it was going to be. So I was gonna be like way too pale, but nope. It's good to know. It's kind of patting the excess all around. I'll show you how well it blends with my concealer that I'm currently using, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 110 Light. It's actually a really nice concealer. I like it so far. Does a good job covering up kind of dark circles and brightening it. Can you see how like differently colored this is? I don't know if this is gonna like end up being too dark for my face right now. But I'll make it work. I'm probably doing that a wrong technique. I'm sure everyone is yelling at me in the camera right now, being like, no, Jenna, that's not how you put on concealer at all. But you know what? I don't care, because that's how I put my concealer on. I usually just take my finger and I just kind of rub it in. It's actually mixing in quite nicely. And then I take my blender, maybe my Real Tiny sponge, and I just kind of go like this. I don't squeeze it into my eyeball. Take it and I just little pats like this. I've got water running down my face. I just kind of help blend the concealer in, which so far it's blending in quite nicely. Still have like dark circles. I don't know if you can see how well. I don't really know where I am. Let's check. I still have like dark circles under here, but yeah, I hope you can see me. I have no idea, but I think overall it's blended quite well. So time check, it is 12:42. I don't know if it's gonna focus. 11:42 right now, and I'm gonna just go put on the rest of the makeup, and then I'll come back and check in with you guys after. Okay, so here is the final makeup look. I'm going to go like real close. You can see it. So far it has blended beautifully. It works well with everything. I was able to powder it okay, and I have no issues with it right now. And I didn't find it to be too dewy. I didn't really look at it that closely like before I powdered it, so I don't know how like doughy of a look this is, but I feel like I don't know if I just powdered it so that it's not so like doughy, but like so far everything on closer examination, everything looks good. It feels really light. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup at all or like packing on at all. I feel like I may have like overdone my bronzer and my blush a little bit, but yeah, I like this foundation so far. So time check, it's 12:05. I hope you can see that. I hope it focuses. I don't really know, but I will check in later, probably going to be on my iPod because I'm going to be out and about, and then I'll come back at the end of the day and tell you my final thoughts on this foundation. So it's so cakey right now. So cakey, like look, like dry. Just super duper cakey. See, it's like rubbing off right here. it is 8:51. Sorry in the last skip you can't really hear them saying. My roommate was in the other room, so I like didn't want to talk too loud because I was just in the bathroom and her room was next to me. But like as you can see, it's so patchy. Like it just looks so cakey and so patchy. So cakey and so patchy on my skin. Like it just looks so gross. So gross, so disgusting. And I've had it on like since noon, so it's like 8 hours, and it looked like this after 2 hours as well. Like it just looks so. Do you see this right now? Like just, I'm so unimpressed with this powder. Like with this foundation so far, I hate it. I think it sucks, but. I don't know if I just put like too much powder on my face today, but I so far do not like it. I don't find it to be very like doughy either, but maybe like dewy. I might have just put a lot of powder on it or something. Maybe that's why it's not like a whole lot dewy, but it's so patchy on my skin. It just doesn't look good. Just not happy with it right now. I've had it on for 8 hours and just not happy at all. Close to 9. It's almost been 9 hours now. So, not happy. Let's see how bad this looks right now. Just look at those lines. Nice lipstick. I like. Just how gross this foundation looks. It looks disgusting on my face. I'm not happy. Time check, 10:50. This is the final check-in with you guys. I'm just gonna do it in here because the light's better. So as you can see here, maybe I can't because the light's just being like, nope. It's all just like rubbing off. It's all like, just looks so gross on my face right now. Just like, it's just like, it's supposed to be normal to dry skin, and just all the dry patches on my face, it is just sticking to and just like emphasizing that they're dry, and like just does not like look so patchy and just gross. I don't know if it's because I do have oily skin, like, and so it's just kind of eating through the foundation because it's for dry foundation, but like I'm really dry on my cheeks and it just looks so patchy and just so gross. And it looked like this after 2 hours of wearing it. Like I checked in the mirror 2 hours later and I was like, it looks bad. Like, so I mean, it's not like 4 hours or like 8 hours through the day. Like I understand that, like you've been wearing it for 8 hours, but it was literally just 2 hours and it looked like this. Like I don't understand, nor do I like it. I don't like this foundation. There goes the toilet. Like, so I feel like it exaggerates my lines and just makes my face look tighter and older in a bad way. It makes my skin look like it's older than I actually am. Like it makes it look like my skin has aged 10 years and it just looks super bad and like super old, and just not like super old but like old. Like it doesn't make it look like it's young and it's tight and it's like older skin. Like that my skin, like I'm like an 80-year-old woman or something like that. Like my skin just, I just feel like my skin just looks bad. I don't like it. I feel like I look like I have like aging skin and like my skin's not actually like tight or anything, and it just got huge massive lines and I just don't like it. Like maybe for some people you find it works great, it's amazing. For me personally, as you can see, it just does not work on my skin. I don't know if it's because I have combination skin and this foundation is supposed to be dry to normal. I don't know if the oily, what combination, like the oil stuff is better, like the oil found, like normal to combination skin is like better foundation. I just picked the wrong one. But for me personally, I just don't like this foundation. And it's also quite expensive and I still go with my CoverGirl one. I love that one. It makes me looking awesome like throughout the entire day. Like I never notice it just gets like super patchy. And like look at this. Look. You see all those lines right there? All those lines, but it's just like, it just looks so gross and I just don't like this foundation. I'm sorry. Both of them I've tried, the Maybelline foundation and the Revlon one. I've just not been impressed with my skin. Maybe it works well for you, but just for me personally, I'm not a fan and I give this a thumbs down. Because 2 hours and it looks like this. Like, you can go back to the 2-hour clip where I'm whispering because my roommate was in the room and I didn't really want her to hear me because, yeah. Because I'm just talking to myself in the bathroom. That's a little weird. Like, had I done it in my bedroom, it kind of just could have seemed like I was on the phone with someone, maybe. But, it's just patchy and it just sticks and emphasizes all my dry patches and just looks kind of, like, really gross on my cheeks. It's quite weird. Like, normally, like, here and on my forehead, that's normal for me to get that, like, on the foundation to be, like, weird. But it's on my cheeks. And my cheeks are dry, and this is supposed to be a normal to dry skin foundation, and it's just emphasizing all the dry areas on my cheeks. So, not a huge fan of that. Although it does seem like my bronzer is still on here, and a bit of my blush maybe, so it holds that stuff. It doesn't just wipe off, but it doesn't really move around my face either. It's just so drying and just, I don't know how more can I say of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this foundation review. I'm just not a huge fan of this foundation, so it'll be fun. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Put you actually in a spot so I can say goodbye. But I hope you guys enjoyed this foundation review. I hope you find it helpful. Maybe this foundation is amazing and you love it and that's great and that's awesome, but just for me personally, it's not working for my skin. So I hope you kind of found it informative. I don't know, maybe it's just because I have oily skin, or if I try the oily skin one, it might work better, but this foundation's like $15, $16. So I like the CoverGirl one, honestly, personally, so far, and that one's so much cheaper, so I think I'm just gonna stick with my CoverGirl. So, anyways, the CoverGirl Fit Me Foundation, not CoverGirl Fit Me Foundation, CoverGirl, let me go get it. I'll go get it. You guys can come with me. What is it? The CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous is still my favorite. I am not a fan of the Revlon Colourstay makeup, which is supposed to be 24-hour wear. I haven't even wearing it for, I was wearing it for 2 hours and it was already like gross. Normal to dry skin. It's in 1110 Ivory, and this is the lightest shade, I believe. Just dropped that, holy shit. But yeah, not a huge fan of this foundation. Love my CoverGirl. Love this. This is still my favorite foundation so far I found on my skin. And that one doesn't even say it's for oily skin, it just says oil free. So that's in classic ivory 105 that I fit into. So yeah, I mean, they do have lots of like color ranges, so it might be easier for you to find your color in the Revlon one, but I personally just do not like it. So anyways, I'm gonna put you back down so I can end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm gonna actually go now. Goodbye, beautiful butterflies. Mwah. Bye!